Okay, so now we're going to add on the peg launcher. So this time we're going to start a 2D sketch, okay, like that, and then click on this surface here. So there we go. We can zoom out a little bit and come in like this, or alternatively we can press the zoom all button, which will kind of bring everything into view. The next thing we want to do is come to project geometry, and I like to use, if I'm going to do all of them, I like to use this one just underneath called project cut edges. That has now transferred all the lines onto here, and that's quite helpful for me because I want to now select the 2-point center rectangles. First time we've used this, and this draws rectangles from the middle. So this time I'm going to place it in the middle, and because I've drawn those other lines, when I hover over just around the middle, it will suddenly lock onto the middle. See it lock on there? That line has come up. So I'm now going to click once and let go and move my cursor out and see how it draws that line instead. So I'm going to move it out. I want the width, which is what it's showing now, the small dimension, to be 15. And then I'm going to press tab, and the next dimension I actually want to be 75. I'm going to press enter. I'm going to come up to the dimension tool, and because I've project geometry earlier, this line is present here. So now I can dimension from that line to the center of that rectangle. So click on both those times, and then I can click on the outside and change that to 75 as well, and click enter. That's now in the right place for me. I'm going to finish my sketch. And you'll see we have sketch 3 on the side here. I'm going to extrude that area and click on it there. That's going to come up, and I'm going to make that come up by 12 millimeters, just like that. And remembering to click this new solid button as well, and then click OK. So that is now the peg holder where the peg sits on top. I also want to create the hole that goes underneath it that helps hold the elastic band down. So I'm going to show you how to do a different way of doing a hole before we kind of drew them into our sketches. This time I'm going to do it slightly different. So start a 2D sketch and place it onto the side that you are going to, where you're going to create your hole. Zoom all so you can see where to put it. This time I'm going to project my cut edges. Okay, so this one here, project all the cut edges. They have put all of those circles on, and that was important because, I'm going to select a point here, that point there. Now this just draws a point, and I'm going to hover until I get in line with the center of these circles, and most importantly, center of this circle here. So I'm going to hover over that, and I'm going to hover just underneath this peg somewhere along. So make sure you're in center with those circles, and then click. Let's just put a point on there. So I know it's at the right height from here to here because of the lining up the center of the circles. Now I want to dimension it away from the end here. So I'm going to click on this line. It thinks it's sort of dimensioning that line. It's not, because I'm now going to come down and click on this line there, that dot, sorry, and then I'm going to bring it up and over above and click one more time here, and I'm going to change that to 20 millimeters and then click the OK button. I'm going to finish my sketch just by drawing that dot, and instead of drawing a circle and extruding it, this time we are going to come up and we're going to click on the hole button there. All right, that has automatically recognized that point and said where it thinks it's going to wants me to put that hole. Make sure it says 6 millimeters. Mine's guessed it's 6 millimeters, and that's okay. And it's just going to be a hole, just a simple hole straight the way through. Okay, so that's fine, and we're going to click OK. So that's a different way of drawing yourself a hole for your object. Okay, I'll stop there and move on to the next one.